weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Dukes will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Eagles offense who will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Bring in the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And they'll knock him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. With the catch, it's Bradshaw. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradshaw. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Eagles. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. When defense does their job, gets them the football back, they come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And they're able to get him down.
And What a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hollins. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dallas. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Dances away to buy time. Slips away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Under fire. Setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Hard running there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Coleman. And they can't make the connection on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to the ground with the running back. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Dallas. Taking it the other way. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hollins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Got his man.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The run inside. It's Gibbs. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Coleman. A little release to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Making side adjustments here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. It's Hollins. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 6 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Cyclones, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Back now to your game inside Paulson Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Makes the catch. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finding some room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third down. Slings it downfield. With the catch, it's Hollins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Running inside, it's Gibbs. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradshaw. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. So now it's second and long. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Got a little grab. Got enough space. Touchdown, Eagles. Into the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Handoff to the single running back. Makes it past the marker. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Wide receiver going in motion. Go! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Coleman. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Fires complete on the crosser. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The give on the inside. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's held. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got the tight end. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Dallas.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside. It's Bradshaw. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. To the air, it's Coleman. Firing to the right, complete. Lowers those pads. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some 1st downs, and march down the field.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Dukes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will catch you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll test the right side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On target. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to make the tackle.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! The game winner! It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.